Hello everyone, welcome back. As you can see, I'm playing Evolve here. Well, I was playing Evolved. This is commentary over gameplay that I already played, and I'm going to be showing you Kraken, which is one of the monsters in the big alpha for Evolve. Now, he is really powerful, and I've actually played against him a few times in the multiplayer, and every time the monster won, so he is crazy powerful. They're definitely going to have to nerf him when the game comes out. But in this video, I was only able to play as him for about 5 minutes because there was this glitch that it happened to me twice during the course of the alpha. But what would happen is you would just randomly freeze up. Like if you go to do an attack animation, first of all, you wouldn't do any damage to the monster. And then secondly, you'd kind of just freeze there with like your arm out. I actually saved a few clips as the Goliath. And it was pretty damn funny because he was frozen in like the leap stance where he had his arm behind him. But he was just floating around, and when he would jump, he would kind of just hop. He looked like a piece of paper that was just jumping around. But yeah, it was crazy. It happened a few times, and sadly, the one time that I played as the Kraken, it happened again. And you'll see it when it happens. I go to kill a monster, and then it just doesn't die. And then the freezing begins. Although the good thing is, you do get this kind of like tutorial for the Kraken, so that is good. You get to see a lot of the different stuff going on here. This right here is why the Kraken is extremely broken, because he can do almost the same amount of damage as the Goliath. I would say even more sometimes, like with the lightning right here, and you can fly while doing it. So not only does he do just as much damage, sometimes more, but he can also fly, so he doesn't have to get anywhere near you. It's insane. He is extremely powerful. I wish I had more time to play as him, but from what I've seen playing against him, when he gets to level 3, you're pretty much done. Like with that vortex right there. If you do start chasing him, he'll just vortex you and run off. So yeah, I don't know how they could nerf him, but they definitely need to do something. As you can see, here he is, feasting. It's also funny how he kind of just floats around all the time. Now I go ahead and run. As you'll notice, with the Goliath, when you do a leap, you just do a jump. What he does is he boosts in one direction, and if it's the first one, he'll just hover in the air while jumping forward, and then the rest of it you just fly. And you press B. I didn't know this when I was playing as the Kraken, but if you press B, you'll slam back to the ground. So yeah, you can also just press A aiming in that direction, and that'll work too. And also, as you see, while you're flying, your basic melee attack shoots little orbs out. So again, very powerful monster. I don't know what the third monster is yet. I don't think they've released it, but the Kraken is definitely the strongest so far. Yeah, it was my first time using his powers. Didn't know how to do it. But that, right there with the lightning strike, you see I took down 2 monsters with it. And they're the 3-bar monsters too, so they're not the little weak ones. Yeah, he is just crazy powerful. And as you can see, I'm coming up on level 2 because A, I'm way quicker than the Goliath thanks to flying, and B, the attacks that you can do from a distance, you can kill way more at one time. So yeah, very powerful monster. You can also climb as well. Yeah, I do get up to level 2 in a second here. Level 3 is not achieved, and you'll see why in a second. But yeah, the alpha was really fun, and I definitely can't wait for the game to come out. I know they're going into beta, I think, February, so I'm glad that I was able to play the alpha before that comes out. And I'm hoping that in the beta you can play as the third monster. And I've heard rumors that when DLC comes out, they'll add new maps and, like, 1 new monster per DLC, and that would be cool. I would really like to see that. Because a lot of DLC these days are just map packs, but yeah, having a new monster every DLC would just be really good. And as you can see, I put 1 into every stat here. I'm not really a big fan of the Banshee mines, because they're more for ambushing the hunters, but really what you want to do is just run, and when you do have enough power, you don't really need to ambush, it's just an all-out fight. So I like to focus more on the lightning strike. And here is a big monster, just to give you a perspective on how powerful he is. lightning strike took him down halfway, and then I kind of just beat him to death for the rest of it. Yeah, you would think with the Kraken, since he has the ability to fly and use range, that he would do a lot less damage than the Goliath, but no, he is just as powerful with being able to fly around like a giant squid. Yeah, and also, as you can see, he is really good at evading the hunters because of the flying, because you have more ground to cover. So yeah, you will escape pretty hard. Now here's the turn in the video. As you can see, I'm shooting the lightning. It's doing nothing. I didn't notice it at that point, but when I go to use this lightning strike, and it doesn't strike, that was a really big red flag, and then this monster is kind of just walking in place. And I am walking backwards like that. So, everything's kind of falling apart at this point. But yeah, it is an alpha, so you can't really be annoyed that something crashes. I mean, that's the whole point of an alpha. And also, as you see in the corner, the finish them, it says there's like negative a minute and 30 seconds. So yeah, the game definitely crashed here, and I kind of just walk around. So yeah, that's about all the gameplay that I captured. I wasn't able to fight the hunters in this one, which was a little disappointing. I was hoping to get a full game out of it. But yeah, I mean, you get what you get. Now, my next video is going to be in Halo 2 in the Master Chief Collection, and I cannot wait for that. That game looks awesome, and I was a huge fan of Halo 2, and to have it remastered is just really cool. So yeah, alright, I will be back for that. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.